reading friends. It's Mrs. Davis. I'm so glad you are joining me here today in the happy place to grow all things reading skills. We have been working this year on discovering that this vowel E can do a really important job in helping us to add more words to our growing vocabulary list. We've discovered that he is magical at the end of words. When he walks at the end of a word, he's silent, magical, and he transforms the vowel that comes before him into a long sound, A-E-I-O-U. Now, in previous lessons, we worked with long A, silent E, and we are continuing our study. In our last lesson, we worked on long I, silent E. The magic continues. We were building words with the vowel I, and when we added the silent E, they changed from rid to ride, sid to side. We also worked on our vowel O with a silent E, so that hop became hope. Today, the magic is going to continue because silent E had a really great idea. He said, I like being silent. I like being magical. And I am going to invite my friends, ing, the suffix ing, to join me in the magic. So let's work on magic ing. Now we are going to keep our focus on magic E or silent E. And today's lesson will be where we're going to have our long I, long O, silent E words transform when we add the magic ing. So let's alakazam-a-kazam-a-ka, boom. We are going to be taking our long I list, our long O list, and we're going to put those words in the chart. We're going to read them. Yeah, we can do it because we'll know that all of these words are going to be I or O words. The E at the end says nothing, so we just say the beginning sound, the long vowel, and the ending sound. I love it, but then we're going to add an ending, the suffix ing that comes at the end, and it's going to change the word in looks. We'll keep the long vowel, and it will change the word from you want to do it or you did it to you're doing it, right? You're inging it. And we have worked on ing before. So let's get started with our magic ing. I'm going to put up a word, and I'll do this with long I, my collection of long I, and then we'll go to long O. So we're going to see the whole word first, and then we're going to add ing. And this is a rule when you are working with long vowels. You will add the suffix ing, and it's going to, what we call, drop the silent E. He is going to magically disappear and let his magic ing friends take over. And you'll know when you're seeing a word like this in a book, if silent E is missing, and you see the magic ing, then you're going to know how to read it. You're going to know it's a long vowel and not a short vowel. So let's get started. Here's our first word. Can you read that one? Yeah. Okay. So that one's bike, and whoops, we've got our magic E on the end. What if we wanted to change bike into biking? I'm going biking today. Yeah, what if we wanted to do that? So let's make that transition. Bike becomes biking. And listen, silent E disappears magically. That looks funny, doesn't it? But we know this is still bike with ing. So instead of bike, it's going to be biking. The kids are going biking after school. How'd you do? Great. Okay, let's keep going. Let's put bike down here. This is a very similar word. Let's put ing over there. So first of all, let's read this word with the I and silent E. Ride. You got that one right. What if we magically change ride into this word? The silent E disappears magically. This is not reading, is it? That's not even a real word. That doesn't even make any sense. So we've got ride plus ing, riding. Let's go bike. I don't know, but those strings really want to hang on to me. Let's go bike riding after school. I love it. How you doing? It's going to get easier. And our goal is, if we see ride and we want to spell riding, we'll know to take that silent E away. If we're reading a book and we see R-I-D-I-N-G, we'll know it's riding. This is a long vowel. Oh, this is a good one. So I'm going to show you the word. Read it. It has a long I. Time. It's about time. So there's time. We're going to magically transform it from time. We're going to add the suffix ing, the ending ing. So time becomes transformation. Timing. It's all about the right timing. Good. Let's keep going with our long. Oh, this is a good one. So it's bite. What if you want to change bite and transform it? Magic ing comes along. I love it. I see this in a book. I'm not going to say bidding. I'm going to say bite plus ing, biting. The girl was biting into a delicious apple. Crunch. Biting. And if I'm spelling, I'll know that adding ing is going to make a big change in this long vowel word. I've got to disappear. Alakazamakazoo, that silent E. Okay, let's do two more. So, WR, team up, write with a pen. But what if I wanted to do some writing. I will write in my journal. I am writing alakazam. Cool. So write becomes ing. We're going to disappear that silent E. We don't need it. We know. Write plus ing. Writing. I will be writing a letter to Santa real soon. How about you? Okay, let's do one more with long I. Bike, ride, time, bite, and write our history. Yeah. What word is that? Mine. Good. Now, let's add magically. Let's add ing. So mine plus ing, mining. You know, it's a job you do, like gem mining. I'm going to go dig up some gems. I'm going to go gold mining. That's kind of fun to do if you do rock mining and that you've got the little sand in the sifter. Mining. Wow, we did a great job with silent E disappearing when we add ing. So let's go to some long O because, you know, we're doing I-O. Oh, that's a great one. Okay. Let's start with this one. The word was hope. Good. Let's make our transformation. Hope. Let's drop the magically disappear the silent E. Hope plus ing. Hoping. I was hoping that you would be joining me today. And I'm glad you did. Oh, here's a good one. Joke. Yeah, I like to tell a funny joke now and then. How about you? What if we wanted to add this suffix, this ending, ing to joke? Well, you know we have to magically disappear that silent E. So if you're spelling this or you're reading this, you'll know that's a long O, and joke will become joking. The boy was joking around with his friend. I love it. Okay, let's keep going. A few more to go. Here's a good one. Yeah. Oh. Vote. We just had a big election and people went out to vote. But what if they were doing it right then? Vote plus alakazamaka. Vote plus ing becomes voting. A lot of people were voting in the election. When I go to school, my teacher wants me to do some voting. I'm going to vote for my lunch choice. All the class will be voting which lunch choice they want, spaghetti or pizza. Vote plus ing, voting. Wow, we're doing great. Let's do two more. These are letters that team up, but we hear both of their sounds. Close. Good. Close that door. It's cold. What if I'm going to be doing it? We're going to drop magically, alakazam. poof, it's gone, but it's still doing its job with a long O. Magic-ing is making this O stay its course, its long O. So close becomes, you got it, closing. The restaurant will be closing in 2 minutes. The lady was closing her window. Yeah, close, closing. I am really amazed at your magical reading powers. Good job. Okay, let's do one more. This is kind of a funny one. O. Poke. Don't be a slow poke. When you want to get someone's attention, you will poke them. But what if I want to be doing it right now? Oh, I got to add the magic-ing to this long O word. Alakazamakazamaka, poof! Poke. Now becomes, you've got it, poking. She was poking her finger on her brother's shoulder. She was doing it, poking. I was poking a hole in the paper. Poking. Poke. Poking. I am so glad that Magic-y teamed up with Magic-ing when we're thinking about long I and long O and we're adding an ending ing, we're going to take away the silent E because he's done his job. This is still O. And magic-ing, in the case of a long vowel, will definitely continue the journey of the long vowel sounds and become magical too. Magic-ing, magic-ing, it's a really cool thing. And now you know. And your reading skills are moving on up. All right, readers, I want you to join me because we're going to continue working with I and O. And I think it's time for a little spelling. So as we continue the journey, we're going to do 2 kinds of spelling and 2 kinds of work with long I and long O. We're going to be spelling words with these 2 vowels where the silent E makes them long. And then let's also add into this spell check lesson magic-ing. And we'll see if we can transform some O-I-O words and spell them correctly when we're adding the ending ing. It's definitely going to be magical. So join me on the next lesson with our long I and long O as we continue the journey and do some spelling. I know you'll be joining me because the magic is definitely going to continue. Until then, keep practicing, keep reading, and I'll see you